is June 24th, 2023. Yesterday was priceless. Started again. Um, it got better as the day went on. Um, up in Hartville, I went and ran and got my client lunch, and some guy had already drove by. I know they're trying to fool her and pull a fast one on her. Well, I remember that voice from the case. While I go down and get my client's lunch, this lady got out and said they are trying to fool her and pull a fast one. And here's what's going on. Nobody better say a word to her. Well, I went over to Akron after my shift was there and took my client for a walk, and this idiot walks out of this house and said no one's supposed, and he acts like he's on the phone. He starts up his car, so his Bluetooth's real loud so I could hear him. Well, I got my client back home. We sat in the garage where I couldn't hear him because I don't want to hear his crap. Saying, no one's to say anything to her, da 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 da. Okay? So, I go out to my car to get something out of my vehicle. Some ladies pulling that house. Said they found out they made everything up on her. Nobody's to say a word. None of this is funny. That everything was made up on her. I thought, where have you been? They've been telling them that since 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22, and this year, that they made everything up on me. Huh? They broke it. But what's not funny is they broke in my house, stalking me. They need to go to jail for that. They can't break in people's homes and stalk them. Huh? Let's see. They watched me in the shower, the bathroom, sold me and Dave on porn sites. Why aren't they in jail? I have a right to privacy. What's worse, I woke up throwing up and had marks I couldn't explain and a severe personal infection. And here I've been drug beat and raped. I was seen by Altman family physician for a headache, throwing up, dizzy, heart racing, and a severe personal infection. And nobody put it together that somebody was breaking in my home, date rape drugging me, beating me and raping me. And everybody's seen those bruises. They were everywhere. I talked to my daughter-in-law about them. She said, we thought you were working too hard and we're bruising too easy. That's why my doctor told me to get some iron pills. Thought I was starting to become anemic. Gave me stuff for the infection, everything. And here I'm being human trafficked under drugs. That's how not funny that occult is, hiring that retired judge. Other people over here in North Canton, you know what they do? They've called the police. Because they don't want that retired judge breaking in their home. He has no authority. Yesterday, when I got home to Louisville, I went to the laundromat. Priceless. Some guys in there, he walked out and walked back in. He said they found out she wasn't even faking she was sick or faking she got well. She was really sick before. And they went, wow. I'm like, come on now. They knew that. Come on. What I had goes into remission 80% of the time. And I had to work with a doctor for 9 months. See what I mean? It was a mean lie that occult leader made up so Dave could cheat. And everybody knew it and went along with it because he was opening and redoing marriages and getting rid of the wife. That's what was they were doing with that lie. Oh, and then they came in and went, oh, Melissa found out they found those kids lying. No one's to say a word to her. I thought you're slow, right? They knew those kids were lying when they caught Melissa telling them lies. See, that agent that opened my case, the one that badgered me into false statements, that I tried to tell him somebody told on me that night before to that church, he called me a liar. He can't call me a liar. You know why he called me a liar? Because it was verified by officers. It was him up at Apostolic Church of Barberton telling on me. Dave told Danny, our son, It's either March 15, 16, or 23, or April 15, 16, or 23. I have to go back through my videos. Told Danny, he talked to him. And up at that church. And where they got Eric High and we're framing him for all the crimes. November 1822, Walmart 62, 2 to 6 p.m. by the hair salon. Came in and confessed to all the tapes before with him and not me and done for a stunt. Da 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 da. He didn't know why that man confessed. He had hired some guy named Pete on his own. He can't hire a stalker. He can't hire somebody to drug, beat, and rape me. That's sick. He goes to jail for that. Even my friend that worked at the prosecutor's office, the police better arrest him. He said he hired anybody to watch you alone in your home, let alone do those other things. He better go to jail. They can't ever be in your home. And they can never look or listen to it because it was done in your home. The right to privacy over your house. Let alone they drug, beat, and rape me. They forget to tell you. They have the phone call of Terry where I didn't hang up of the church is taking up $25,000 because Ron wanted me dead because I got well the year his kid died. Dave saying that Jack and him had this plan since March. Dave thought his girlfriend's family owned the police up there. And he had hired 2 men to murder me. One to slit my throat, stab me in the heart, and the other one to shoot me if I ran. Within the first 30 to 45 days, I almost got shot in the head driving. He wasn't lying. He's a bastard, but he wasn't lying. See, they forget. They just want to tell you, oh, we photoshopped a shower scene. Oh, we date raped, drugged her with amnesia drugs and told her to say this. Just like they got Eric high. Mike got roofied and bar, drove around all night, didn't know how he got home. It happens all the time. My coworker Dar got taken from a bar. Took 1 drink out, left with a group of people, woke up in a puddle pee, and she had been drugged and beaten, raped. She's raising somebody's kid. She doesn't even know who raped her. That's how not funny this is. You're sleepwalking for 4 to 6 hours. I talked to a sheriff out of this area. He said those amnesia drugs are so bad they could have told those people to take down the towers. Drugged them up, and they did it and killed everybody and didn't even know they did it. They control you under those drugs. They're mind-controlling drugs. They're amnesia drugs. You never remember. They chemically shut down your conscience, so you're sleepwalking. I don't know. But yeah, like even my friend from the Stark County Prosecutor's Office, he hasn't been with them for about a year or 2. But that's it. He's like, duh, the police better arrest Dave. He can't hire somebody to stalk you. They can watch you in your home. He can't have somebody tape you unaware. No, he can't. It's the 4th Amendment over the house, the right to privacy, the right of the people to be safe and secure within your own person. Your places, your homes, your papers, your effects against all unreasonable searches or seizures shall not be violated. The Department of Justice looks at your home as a castle, and it shall not be entered into. No searches, no seizures, but upon probable cause, warranted with an oath or affirmation of the people and the places of things to be searched and seized. They didn't have a court order. There's a court order, though, for protected custody case for an FBI informant. See, that agent actually opened a case, had a cop talk to Dave, even though when I even tried to tell him about the guy at Huntington Bank that threatened to knife me, that he had tried to kidnap me before, called me a liar. Terry let me tape her with her permission. She's seen him. He took my house manager, Melissa's niece, and my one co-worker, Lori, at the other job. They killed her family member. They've taken a bunch of other people. He's a serial killer. Everybody knows about him. And he purposely let a serial killer go away. Yesterday also, kids in the laundromat were saying the guy that told on her to that church is the one that's paying everybody not to say anything. He's a killer. He's a killer. Take his money and then tell on him. Because it's just like if somebody walking up and shooting somebody in the face or slitting their throat in front of you and then them handing you $20 not to say anything, would you take their fucking $20? You take the $20, you get the hell out of there and then report it. Do you understand? People in North Canton, kids, they said that church is sending out the login to show how tough they are. Said we reported them to the police because we don't want retired Judge Pete breaking in our homes. We had a talk with our parents about churches. We don't go to churches like that because they're cults. Look what they did to her. They're trying to prove to these people that we don't live in the United States of America, that we don't have constitutional rights. See, Dave may think he's God over me, but he really isn't. And these people are not God over the United States of America. We have a constitutional right to be safe and secure in your own home. If the FBI and police could be in anybody's home, they'd be in the mafia's home. Some sick retired judge. No, come on now. Come on. Some sick retired judge cannot stalk people in their homes. They can't be hired to do it. Break in, Photoshop scenes, and like even a sheriff has said anything can be photoshopped. And they already bragged March 2nd to 3rd, 21. They put 2 clips together, put her in a porn. It's not her, it's them. May 26, 22, knew my car is bugged, that they found a tape of them emitting a shower scene in the other room. May 26, 22, the shower scene was done on purpose. At the Oakland apartment, December 9th, 21, 4 p.m., everything was drugged and photoshopped. Same day, white man bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force. Can't found him. And they always knew. And then my client in Navarre, the next house before hers, the white one, everything was drugged and photoshopped, and retired Judge Pete made everything up on me. They've been telling you this since 18. And these low-life people with no IQ somehow think it's funny how an occult is doing this. People are dying. They got in it. The drugs they got are for the drug cartel and that are human trafficking people out of this area. There was all kinds of Florida plates here, Texas, California, New York, Michigan, and sheriffs and marshals out of this area had to pick up. And my friend, 2.5 hours away, said that his friend on the police department said they picked up the case that agent opened. And they were going to use it to get these drug traders, human trafficking people, and talked about different parts of the case. And even things that I didn't tell them. And that they're getting ready to take care of it. And that was January 20th, 2023, 6 p.m. And by February 14th of 2023, they did an 800 people sweep. You know, they set up in Ravenna, there was some guy that he thought it was funny trying to kill people. I wonder if that's that agent that called me back. Because he's the one running around, according to those kids, paying everybody. He's not funny. And he needs to go to jail for this. 100% needs to go to jail for this. He opened a real informant program with $5,000 a month. Diplomatic immunity for life for working this case. And then he fed me to a drug cartel. We're going to put it this way. You know, like they said, it takes a special kind of animal to victimize victims that they swear they're going to protect and feed them to the people that were going to kill them. It takes a special kind of animal to turn somebody over to somebody who's going to kill them. And that was going to beat, rape, drug them, and publicly humiliate them. Someone needs to arrest that agent.